This is an exciting time with the renovation of the new Old Main. Old Main, like the college, has a rich and unique history. Old Main is the icon of our college. The cornerstone was laid in 1891. The Red River Valley University opened in 1892 in Old Main and was operated by the Methodist Church. Old Main was designed by N.J. Coxhead, and the original design was much larger, but it was scaled back to the current 70 by 100 footprint. The North Dakota Academy of Science was founded in 1903, and the space in Old Main was rented from the Red River Valley University to conduct classes. In 1905, the state of North Dakota purchased Old Main and 10 acres of land for $20,000, estimated at half of what it cost to build this structure. Ever since, Old Main has stood as the icon of science. Throughout the years, Old Main has fulfilled countless purposes: the library, student gathering space, classrooms, gymnasium, offices, and in fact, until 1905, it was the only building on campus. Old Main is no stranger to being renovated. In October 1950, the S's on top of Old Main were lighted. They replaced the dormers that were once on each side of the tower. The first significant renovation of the interior of the building was in 1953. The college experienced significant growth around that time as well.
The building changed its purpose. In the beginning years of my tenure there, it had the library on the first floor, on the north half of the building. First floor and the lower floor had a stairway in it.
In 1970, when I started it as a student, I remember the building as having a lot of the business department and business classes.
I believe it was about 1980 when accessibility began to be important, and we built an elevator on the east side outside of the original building structure. It was kind of a standalone structure that was then connected.
The college recognized the significance of Old Main in 1984 and was placed on the Register of Historic Places.
I was here for when they changed the name from State School of Science to State College of Science. I think that was done in 1987. Old Main has a past history. I wish it could talk, because I know there are a lot of things that happened over here.
I love this building so much that over the years, late at night when I would hear fire sirens going off in town, I would feel this sense of panic that it might be Old Main burning, because I knew it was an entirely wood frame building except for the granite foundation. And I thought, what a tragedy if this building goes down.
And of course, you've all heard about the bats.
They're legendary. They got worse in the last few years. There were times when a bat almost hit a parent. We learned to just go with the flow and had lots of laughs over the bats. The attic of this building was so fascinating. It had so much magazines from the 30s and 40s, people writing on the walls.
The nice thing that this campus decided to do was make this a student-focused building. So with the renovation of this building, we were able to update the heating and cooling systems, gain a lot more usable square footage than what was used in this building before.
All of the classrooms in the building are equipped with cutting-edge technology, which will enable our instructors to better support our students' success, but also support our students long-term and give them the skills necessary to be competitive in the job market.
This building is going to be a memorable piece for every student that comes through here for the rest of their lives, and help them prepare for the future. I think it's going to be a great thing for this campus, and I'm very excited at how this renovation turned out. One of the unique features that we were able to bring back in this building was the stained glass window on the north side of the building. It used to be in the top area of the chapel when they first built the building back in the late 1800s. And we tried to replicate the pattern of the stained glass window the best we could from archival data and prints from back then, and it turned out great. We were able to uncover a lot of hardwood floors and sand them down and bring them back, so that now the hallways are hardwood floors like they were back when the building was built. We have the archways in the main entrance that are back to the way they were. We have historical pictures of when the first floor tutoring space was the library, and those doors were able to be replicated very close to what they were back when that was the library. The other thing that we were able to do, part of this project, we unfortunately had to take down a couple of buildings on this campus, and one of them being Heckner Hall. We were able to salvage a lot of newel posts and railing from Heckner Hall and incorporate that into this building, some in our front entryway, some in the stairwells, and even some railing around our stained glass window area. So those pieces are even part of the story and part of the history of this campus and this building as well.
I was fortunate to be among the last of the students to have kept class in Old Main before it was renovated, and even just up to this last year, watching it, watching the project unfold with the renovation taking place, and seeing it open up again to students really kind of signified almost a new era to me in a way.
The steeple, you don't need to show it very long. People know where it is, what it is, and who it's relating to. It's kind of our logo, it's our symbol as a Wildcat.
This has always seemed like the heart of the college. The S is on top of the building. In fact, you may want to know that when I was a student and I was coming back on Sunday night, I would always look forward to seeing the S's from 15 miles away.
So as we look to the future and we look at changing the function from what has been primarily an administrative type building over the years to changing the function, the purpose of the icon of the institution to student success, the majority of the footprint as we move forward of Old Main is dedicated to one purpose, and that is to help students to be successful. The support systems that students need, the tutoring that students need, the counseling that students need, the help that everyone needs as a student. So all of those support systems that a student needs can be found in one location. Think of a community. Most communities have a hospital, an emergency room, if you will. Well, students need that help occasionally, sometime during their academic tenure here. We have that emergency room. We have that hospital now, and it's called Old Main. It's called the Student Success Center.
The Student Success Center was designed with students in mind. Ways for them to collaborate, not only with tutors, but their peers. We have quiet study spaces, we have group study spaces, but the intention of this building is really about students.
As we look to the future, we have always said, and I think we have done an outstanding job of developing people, helping people to improve themselves as a person, as a student, getting them prepared for their next step, to enter a career or to transfer to another college or university. So think of now Old Main being that centerpiece. It's all located in one place. All the services, all the help that students need, all that support can be found in one location. So we're taking our development of people to another level. We're going to be able to help more and better all of our students that choose to attend NDSCS.
I think Old Main really exemplifies NDSCS's commitment to students, their success, and North Dakota as a whole.
Every campus has a, sort of an Old Main, but nothing like this one.
Old Main is beginning a new chapter, which will enable it to forever remain the icon of this college.